Good morning, students. This is Bhavani working as a contract lecturer, computer engineering, GPW Medak, data structures through C, pointers and dynamic memory allocation. The first unit we are discussing. Today's topic we will be discussed about the address of operator and advantages of pointers. These are the topics we will be discussed. So recap, in the last class what we discussed about the variables, yes, identifiers, keywords, pointers, pointer initialization, pointer declaration, and how to accessing the address and how to accessing the value of the variable through pointers. These are the topics we discussed. So once again we will be recollect all the information. What is an variable? Variable is nothing but it is an identifier that stores the values. That value can be changed during the program execution. During program execution the value can be changes. So when declaring the variable, the compiler will be sets the memory storage with address to store that variable. When the program uses the variable name, it automatically accesses the proper memory allocation. So we know the syntax of the variable, that is the data type space variable name, that is the syntax we will be using. So when we are declaring the variable, the computer will be sets the memory for the address for the variable automatically. So to manipulate to know the address with the help of the pointers we can be access. So we can be manipulate the memory address by using the pointers. The variables is stored at the specific memory address. The variables are stored at the specific memory address. So what is an variable? We know that. What is an pointer? Pointer is nothing but it is a variable that holds the address of the another variable. If we need to know the another address, we have to create the second variable. If a variable memory address is known, we can create the second variable for storing the memory address. Yes, I need to know the memory variable address, then I have to create the second variable for the storing the memory address. So pointer is a variable that holds the memory address of the pointer. By using pointers, it is efficient way of accessing and manipulating data. Yes, how we will be declaring the pointer? Once again, what is an pointer? Pointer is a variable that holds the address of the another variable. To holding the address, we have to create the second variable. With the help of the pointers, we can know the address of the variable. The pointer will be holding the address of the another variable. That is an pointer. So how we will be declaring the pointer means we can be declared the syntax here. We will be using the data type space star pointer name. Instead of the variable name, we are declaring the pointer name, and we are using this is the pointer declaration, the pointer indication, that is an star, that is an asterisk. We have to use it. What is this mean by asterisk? Asterisk is called the indirection operation. Indirection operator. The star is an indirection operator. The star is nothing but the unary operator. What is a data type? Data type is a type of data which the pointer is pointing. It will be pointing. Any type of pointer can be pointed to anywhere in the memory. With the help of the data type, we can be stored the value. And next star already we know that it is an indirection operator, unary operator. It is used to declare the pointer and also to dereference the pointer. It is used to declare the pointer. The star indicates to declare the variable. And next, coming to the pointer initialization. Pointer initialization is nothing but the process of assigning the address of a variable, pointer variable, address of a variable, and the pointer variable is called initialization of the pointer variable. The process of assigning, in the initialization for assign, we have to give the equals to the assignment operator, you have to use it. Assigning the address of a variable to the pointer variable, so is called the initialization of the pointer. So initialization, we will be use the address, that is an ampersand symbol. Ampersand symbol, it will be, the ampersand symbol will be represent the address. It is also unary operator. Ampersand is the unary operator that returns the value of the memory address. Ampersand will be written the address. For accessing the address of the variable using pointers, we have to use the ampersand symbol. If we are accessing the value of the variable through pointers, you have to use the star. For accessing the address, we will be use the ampersand symbol. For accessing the value of the variable, we have to use a star, that is an indirection operator, you have to use it. Accessing the value of a variable through pointers can be done using unary operator, that is an asterisk. Asterisk is also called indirection operator. For accessing the value of a variable through pointers, we have to use the unary operator, that is an asterisk. Asterisk is also called indirection operator. Another name of indirection operator is called dereferencing operator. Another name for indirection operator is called dereferencing operator. We know the syntax: variable is equals to address of pointer, and ampersand is used to refer the memory address of the variable. Star is to refer the value of the variable. So that is the difference between the address and the value of the variable. So pointer is nothing but, what is an pointer? Pointer is an variable that holds the address of the another variable. How we will be declaring the pointer declaration? The data type, data type is nothing but it is an value, or the collection of values will be stored. And next, star, we have to represent, the star is an indirection operator. Indirection operator is also called dereferencing operator. And next, pointer name, the pointer name, the name of the variable what we are using, that you can be used, that is an pointer, and end with the semicolon. Initialization is nothing but the process of assigning the address of the variable to pointer variable, that is nothing but the initialization. Pointer variable name equals to address of variable name semicolon, that is an pointer initialization. And accessing the value of the variable, to access the value we have to use the star symbol. For accessing the address, we have to use the ampersand symbol. That are the both are difference. So both are the important topic in the last class we discussed. Now in this PPT we will be complete the address of operator again and advantages of the pointers. So what is the main objective? On the completion of this period, you would able to understand address of operator and advantages of the pointers. What is an address of operator? We know that address operator is an unary operator. It is used to return the address of the variable. So that is the use of the address of operator. The address of operator is represented with the ampersand symbol. It will be represented with the ampersand symbol. Okay, let me see once again. Address of operator. It is used to refer the memory address of the variable. When we declare the variable, three things happen. computer memory sets aside for the variable. When we are declaring the variable only, the computer will be sets the memory for the variable. It will be set the memory for the variable. That is the first thing we have to. Variable name is linked to the location in the memory. The variable name what we are using, that will be linked to the memory, the location in the memory. Variable value of the variable is placed into the memory, so that was set aside. The value of the variable is placed into the memory, that was set aside. So how we will be declaring means int a value 10, yes, and a value 10, the 10 is an value and a is an variable name, and it will be address will have the 2000, that is an address. So it will, when with the variable int is there, the a have the memory location, and that value can be stored in the memory only for accessing, and that a will have the memory address also. So once again, what are the three, when we declare the variable, three things happen. What will computer memory, the memory will be set aside for the memory variable. Memory will be set for variable. Variable name will be linked to the location in memory. And next, value, and value of the variable is placed into the memory. So these are the three things will be happening when we are declaring the variable. The memory will be it will be setting the space for the variable. It will be give the space in the memory, and the value will be set, and it will be linked the location. The variable name will be linked to the location of the memory. So this will be happen. So while declaring the pointer int start pointer, this is an pointer declaration. Declaring the variable pointer which holds the value at address of int type. It will be holding the address of the which type, that is an int type. I declare the int. So the pointer can be declared in three position. You can be use the float and the char and int. So the data type can be anything you can be declared. So I'm using here int. So declaring the variable pointer, the pointer will be holding the value at address of a int type. If I use the value, I'm assigning some value, that is an 1. Int value is equals to 1. Assigning int the value of the 1. The val will having the 1 value, and that val variable will be assigning to the pointer, that is an dereferencing. The address operator is also called the dereferencing operator I am using. So dereferences and get the value through and stored in pointer. If we need the address, that address has to be assigned to the pointer, that is an pointer is equals to address value. See here, I am declaring the pointer first. After pointer, I am declaring the variable, as well as assigning the value, and next this value address I am assigning to the pointer. Now variable address will be storing in the pointer. That is the definition what we are using. Pointer is an variable that holds the address of the another variable. Here another variable is an variable, value is an another variable, pointer is also variable, it will be acting, and what it will be, the pointer will be holding, it will be holding the address of the another variable is an value, that address will be stored in the pointer. Example, int deref is equals to star pointer. Now if I need to print the value, I have to use the indirection operator. What is the use of indirection operator? We know that it is to return the value of the variable. What is an pointer address value will having the val is equals to 1. So that output you will be get here. The output will be the 1 you will be get, because the star references, the star is an indirection operator. It is an unary operator. It will be used to return the value of the variable. So the pointer will be holding the address of the value. If that value address value I need, it means I have to use the int dereferences is equals to star pointer. That star pointer will be give the value. So that value will be giving to the another variable I am declaring, that is in dereference. So the output will be the 1. So this is an example I am using address of operator. Address of operator, if we need to use, I am declaring the header files stdio.h and stdio.con.h. stdio.h for the printf and the scanf, con.h for the clear the screen, as well as get ch. I am declaring the void is to return the value, and the main to program to start the execution, flower bracket. Int n is equals to 10. I am declaring n value, as well as I am initializing the value also. And char a is equals to uppercase I am using, that is an char a. I am assigning a. And in the float I am declaring the p comma q. So printf, here I didn't use any pointer, just the variables I declared. Int a is equals to 10, char a is equals to a, float p comma q. Print the value of n. What is the value of n? That is n 10. It has to be print. Next, address of n. What is an address? We don't know. I need to print the address. If I use the x, it will give the integer number of the n. Next, value of the percentile s a, because a is an string. So string value it has to be print, means we have to use the percentile s. Next, address of the a, that is an I'm using the address, that is an percentile u. The value of the p and q percentile f, because I declared the p and q, that's why I'm using two format specifiers, percentile f comma percentile f p comma q. Address of p comma q, what is an address? Let me see what will be get it. First the n value should be get, and next address, a value, a address, p and q value, as well as p and q addresses has to be print. The value of n is equals to 10. Yes. Next, n address we are getting the ff4. This is an hexadecimal code we are getting, and value of the n, because the n value a is an, we have the char, so that's why we are getting divide error, we got it, abnormal program termination. And a address will be there, but the value is not a. P and q value is not defined, so that's why it will be giving the 0.000. And address of p and q, that is an FFFEEE. So these are that. The n value we are getting, n address we are getting, a is not, value is not displayed, and we are getting the program termination. And the a address we are getting, and p and q, because p and q value we didn't declare anything, default it will be taking the -000. And next p and q address is there, that's why we are getting the p and q address. If we need the address, you have to use the percentile u in the hexadecimal code, or percentile p also you can be use it, or percentile x also you can be used to print the addresses. To print any addresses you can be used. So why we will be using the pointers? Because to return the more than one value from the function, we will be using the pointers. To return more than one value from the functions, you can be use a pointers can be used. To pass arrays and the strings for more convenient from one function to another function, you can be use a pointers. To manipulate arrays more easily by moving pointers to them instead of moving the arrays themselves. So for the arrays also it will be more convenient using the pointers. Yes, if you want to use a more than one value from the function, pointers can be used. To pass the arrays and the strings also you can be use arrays pointers to manipulate any changes in the array also more easily, moving pointers to them instead of moving the arrays themselves. To allocate memory and access it, because we are allowing the memory and access where it will be storing into the dynamic memory allocation. To create the data structures such as linked list, where one data structures must contain the reference to the another data structures. In the data structures we have the linked list are there. So with the linked list we will be use the address pointers only. With the help of pointers you can be linked from the one data structures to another data structures. It is very easy. Yes, why we will be using the pointers means to return more than one value from the functions. To pass the arrays and the strings are more convenient from function to another function. As well as we can be manipulate the arrays more easily by moving the pointers. So to allocate memory and access it, we will be use the dynamic memory access. So dynamic memory allocation in we have it. Next class we will be see what is the dynamic memory location. To create complex data structures, if you want to create data structures, in the data structures we have the linked list is there. Linked list, in the linked list where one data structure must refer is nothing but the pointers to another data structures. To refer the another data structures we can be use the pointers only. And next, what are the advantages of the data structures means? So why will we use, they increase the execution speed. While using the pointers you can be increase the execution speed. Pointers are more efficient in handling the data structures. Pointers are the arrays given the method for storing the strings. You can be store the strings, you can be declare. So pointer here we will be, because the pointer will be holding the address of the another variable during the program execution. It will be execute with, it can be hold the data, and the execution speed also more. It will be increasing the execution, because the linking, it will be linked from one data structure to another data structures. So by linking only it will be get the more, it will be increase more. Yes, pointers are the more efficient in handling the data tables. Handling the data tables also you will have the more efficient. To reduce the length, while using pointers we are reducing the length and complexity of the program also reduced. So to use the use of pointers array to coin character strings result in saving of data structures space in memory. So once again, what are the advantages of the pointers? Let me see. A pointers enable us to access the variable that is defined outside the function. The pointers variable will be enable us to access the variable that is defined outside the functions. Pointers are the more efficient in handling data tables. For the data tables, the table pointers can be the more efficiently we can be use it. Pointers reduce the length, and the program length will be reduced with the help of the pointers, and complexity of the program also. they increase the execution speed. So while using the pointers, the execution speed is and more. Why means it will be linked from the one address to another address, one variable to another variable. So that's why the execution speed will be the more. The use of pointers array to char strings, the result in saving data storage space in memory. The use of pointers arrays, pointer array to character strings, because it will be supporting the arrays as well as the strings. So we can be used in the arrays as well as the strings we are using. The result will be storing saving of memory storage data storage space in memory. The functions, so in the functions also we can be use the pointers. The function pointer can be used to call the function. So function pointer, what is the use? To call the call function. Pointers arrays gives a convenient method for storing strings. So pointers arrays also to store the strings. You can be store the strings. Many of the C built-in functions that works with the string use pointers. So C built-in functions that works with the strings. Built-in functions that works with the strings use pointers. Many of the C built-in functions that works with the strings to use pointers. It provides a way of accessing a variable without referring to the variable directly. So to access the variable, we have to refer the variable. So without referring the variable directly, we cannot be accessed. So that's why we are using the pointers. Pointers are the indirection operator that it will be used. That is in star symbol. It will be link. So the functions can be used in the functions. Pointers can be used in the functions as well as the arrays as well as the strings, and it will be increasing the execution speed also while accessing the for accessing. Pointers are the more efficient in handling the data tables also. So while using the function pointers, you can be used to call the call function. So functions, we have the three methods we will be using: function definition, function declaration, and function call. These are the three methods in the functions. While using the calling function can be used with the help of the function pointers. So pointers, while using the pointers arrays also to store the strings, so you can be store it. So any built-in functions also work with the strings, use the pointers only. So while using the pointers, it is a more efficient and the more efficient manner. So this is another example I'm using. I'm declaring n is equals to 10 and the pointer I declared pointer is equals to address of n, and print the n value. What is an n value we having? N value is equals to 10. N value is equals to 10. Address of n, that is, and we will be get the, that is an address FFFE or something, the value we will be getting. Percent address of pointer will having the address also, because it will be holding, now pointer will be acting as an variable only, because it will be holding the address of another variable. Means if you hold the address, the variable, the pointer is also, it will be act as an variable only. So the pointer address also it will become, and the value of this stored in a pointer %ld. And what is the pointer value? That you will have to be get the 10. Value of n is equals to 10. Address of n is an FF4, and address of the pointer is also FF4 only. value stored in a pointer is an 10. So because here because the value of the n is an 10, we know that, and I'm using the last line, the value stored in the pointer. What is the value we'll be storing? Because I wrote here pointer is equals to percentile n only. The address of the n will be storing in the pointer. So that's why the address of n value and the pointer address both are coming the same value. Let me see. See the second line and the third line, we have the ff4, and the address of the pointer also ff4 only. So the value of the n value is the 10, and the address of n value we are getting, and the address of the pointer also we are getting, and the value of the pointer, in the pointer the star value, the star pointer value will be storing here 10. What is an n? I declared that value I'm storing in the pointer also. It will, to get the address of the value you have to use a star, that is an indirection operator, you have to use it. So why we will be using the pointers? To return the more than one value from the function, you can be use the pointers also. To pass arrays and the strings from function to function, we have to use the pointers. And to manipulate array more easily by using the pointers only, you can be manipulate it, and it will be allocate the memory and access it. And we can be create the data structures such as the linked list also, where one data structures contain the pointer to uh, refer the another data structures. It will be linking, it will be refer one data structure to another data structures. That's why we will be using the pointers. And the advantages are the most important in the pointers, because the execution speed we are increasing while using the pointers, and pointers are the more efficient in handling the data tables. While using the tables, it will be more efficient. And pointers arrays will be give the method for storing the strings. How to store the strings? With the help of the pointer arrays can be stored the string values also. Yes, and the pointers can be used in the functions also. While using the pointer function, you can be called the call function, you can be used in the call function, and strings also you can be use it, and built-in functions also you can be use the pointers. These all the pointers can be used. So these are the main thing what we need to understand: the pointer definition, pointer declaration, pointer initialization, and how we are accessing the address, and how we are accessing the value of the variable, and what are the advantages why we are using the pointers. So pointers are the main thing in the C programming language. Functions we studied, the strings, arrays, everything, we have the different methods. Even though the strings will be contained, the pointers have the more efficient in the programming language, because the address it will be holding the address of the another variable. So that's why it is a more efficient, we are saying. So these pointers can be used in arrays, strings, functions, structures also you can be use it. Main in the data structures, with the help of the pointers only, the data structures can be linked from the one data structures to the another data structures. With the help of the reference you can be linked. Without knowing any references we cannot be link also. If I need to link any any list, any node. To node we have to use a linked list. In the linked list the pointers has to be used. So another example I'm used here, hash include stdiver.h, hash include stdiver library function.h. I'm declaring the hash defined, that is an global variable, hash defined size 10, void main char name size 10. I'm declaring the I is an pointer now. Enter enter your name. So because I'm using the strings here, so enter the name, you can be enter, and that name is equals to the I, because here I use the string, that's why no need any percentile address, directly you can give. So now printing your name. Okay, and next star I, the pointer I is not equals to the null, because we are using the string. String is nothing but the collection of characters that has to be enclosed with the double quote, and it has to be terminated with the null character, that is a /0. This is a null character. Till the null character we have the name will be checking. If the name is true, it will be enter and it will be print the I value. If the condition is false, it will become out of the loop. Again it will be incremented. Condition, till the condition has to be satisfied, it has to print. This is another example. So in the pointers can be used in the strings also we discuss. So arrays and the strings also it can be used in the pointers. Pointers can be used in arrays as well as the strings, functions, structures also you can be used. Just the size I mentioned only the 10. So below the 10 value you can be enter the name. The name you can be enter anything, it will be checked and it will be, the condition is true, it will be print, otherwise it will be terminated. So what are the main advantages of the pointers means? These are the main things you have to remember. These are the main 5 points. So pointers enable us to access the variable that is used outside the function. So to access, if you have defined the outside the function, you can be access the variable with the help of the pointers. So pointers are the more efficient in handling the tables, data tables. Pointers reduce the length and complexity of the program, because we are reducing the length, the program length you can be reduced with the help of the pointers. They increase the execution speed and they use the pointers to carry strings, result in saving of data storage space in memory. So why we are using the pointers? To return the more than one value from function. So that's why we are using the pointers to pass arrays and strings, more convenient from the function to function. To manipulate arrays more efficient, more easily by moving pointers to them instead of moving the array themselves. So it will be allow the memory and access it, because while using allocate memory we will be using the dynamic memory allocation. With the help of dynamic memory allocation you can be allocate the memory and you can be access. So to create complex data structures such as linked list, where one data structure must contain the reference to another data structures. With the help of the data structures, the linked list, you can be point to the any data structures also. So that will be help in pointers. Pointers will be help. So address of operator, what is an address of operator? It is used to refer the memory address of the variable. So when we are declaring the variable, three things will be happen. That is, in computer memory will be set aside the for variable. Variable name will be linked to the location in the variable only. And next, value of the variable is placed into the memory that was set aside. Yes. So pointer, how we are declaring the pointer, we are declaring, and the way I'm assigning the value to the variable, and next assigning the address also, and next I'm printing the pointer's value, how it will be. These are the four stages we have to remember: pointer declaration, pointer initialization, and pointer variable declaration, and pointer's value, how we will be printing, how we will be accessing the value. So these are the main objectives, address of operators and advantages of the pointers. These are the topic we discussed. I hope you all are understood. Thank you. Any doubts are there? You can be. Thank you. Thank you.